Hello and welcome to Unrest Digest. Oh my god, you can't even see me. Not like you want to anyway. The aim was to have me partly in the frame and then at the news article here, like going down the screen, you know? But I don't know how to do that yet. I haven't figured it out. I haven't actually looked. I'm going to have a look after this video. But anyway, so just imagine it's here and just like do like text speech, but in your mind, just picture what I'm saying going down the screen. That'll be great. Sorry. ICC judges issue arrest warrant for Vladimir Putin over alleged war crimes. This is from our favourite, The Guardian. First things first, I don't see this judge arresting Putin. I mean, that would be a funny end to it. Where's this guy from? Who is the ICC? I have no idea. This is someone in Ukraine. Imagine, so Putin takes a small holiday to Ukraine, gets arrested, war over. Actually, that sounds like a good outcome. Let's hope for that, shall we? Let's hope for that. Oh, the International Criminal Court in The Hague has issued arrest warrants for Vladimir Putin and his Children's Rights Commissioner, Maria Alexeyevna Belova. This is shaggy. For the unlawful deportation of Ukrainian children. Sorry, the court's pre-trial judge assesses there were reasonable grounds to believe that each suspect bears responsibility for the war crime of unlawful deportation of population, the unlawful transfer of population from occupied areas of Ukraine to the Russian Federation, and prejudice of Ukrainian children. I need to compose myself. Yeah, I actually read. Yeah, no, I shouldn't be doing that. That's not what I meant. I read a news headline on a newspaper. Believe it or not, it was outside someone's room at the hotel. I just read the headline. Apparently, it was like Putin stole my children was the headline or something. I believe like there were children who were disappearing. Basically, they were going away on school holidays, school trips, and then they just wouldn't come home. No matter how much the parents would then ask it, and the parents knew something was up. They had a feeling that like something bad was going to happen, and the accusations are that they took these children away to basically be indoctrinated by the Russian state. So hopefully, I mean, we can hope that nothing bad happened to these children, these Ukrainian children, and I think it was in Crimea. So after in 2014, which is when this was allegedly accused of, they made the claims. No. They made the claims recently about this time, 2014. So after Russia just walked into Crimea back then, basically they took the Ukrainian children and basically Russianized them. That's the claim. And I assume this is a follow-on from that. I'm not 100%. Maybe it's better if I just read it rather than me talking about it. The judge considered issuing secret warrants but decided that making them public could contribute to the prevention of further commission of crimes. I don't see, it's a whole thing about war crimes, I don't think, let's just evade and follow the law. Countries are going to do what countries are going to do in times of war. Was it? There's no love, no, everything's fair in love and war. There you go. Blah, blah, blah. Moscow said it does not recognize the jurisdiction of the ICC base. There you go. There you go. The decisions of International Criminal Court have no meaning for our country, including from a legal point of view. You have no authority here. The Foreign Ministry spokeswoman, Maria Zakharova, said on her Telegram channel, Russia is not a party of the Rome Statute, the International Criminal Court, and bears no obligations under it. There you go. You have no power here. Ukraine's presidential chief of staff, Andriy Yermak, welcomed the news on social media, adding, it's just the beginning. Ready to see this. This is just one of those flash headline things. It's almost as if they do this just for the headlines. Like the newspapers go to find someone sort of higher up somewhere in some country, government thing. Can you give a statement just so we can write something? We need to get views. And that's basically how it goes. That's my theory. Wayne Jordash, a Kyiv-based international rights human lawyer. 2 seconds. Thought I heard something there. still here. Hey. Anyway, so I thought I heard someone at the door. Now, that's the kind of thing that you should be editing out, but I'm going to keep things sort of realistic. Oh, wow, I sound really weird, don't I? Anyway, let's just ignore any of that just happened and any of my weird talk. Can't even speak. Can't even speak. Anyway, I'd like to edit that out if I could. More will come over the next few months. There's got to be a sort of warning shot across the bow. Bit late for that. This is the prosecutor just getting something in the docket. Something like I just said. Jordash said the ICC prosecutor, Karim Khan, began war crimes investigations in Ukraine over a year ago. I will add, however, that war crimes are actually, they are a thing and they do matter after you've won the war. After you've won the war. You can't be screaming about war crimes when you're in their prisons. That's if you're lucky enough to get to one. The Russian leadership has been completely overt about its taking Ukrainian children to Russia, placing them in camps or putting them up for adoption by Russian families. Oh, wow. On the 16th of February, Belova appeared on television telling Putin about the program, revealing she herself had adopted a 15-year-old child from Mariupol, the southeastern Ukraine city that was devastated and occupied by Russian forces. So what, she was basically saying she was part of it, essentially. Now I know what it means to be the mother of a child from Donbass. It's hard, but we definitely love each other. I think we can handle anything. Belova told Putin at the end of Novo or Garoyov. I shouldn't have clicked on any of these articles. I won't be doing it again. I can't pronounce any of this stuff, so that's why we won't discuss the war in Ukraine anymore. We'll probably have to. There's a clear case here against Putin. Oh, you're going to do suing. So I think it's good to see the prosecutor focusing on children's rights. I think this is what international prosecutors have failed to do over the last 20 years. Yeah, children's rights. Bloody hell. Yeah, I could think of quite a few things that aren't being done from international prosecutors on children's rights. Do I need to say them? This is a good focus on one of the worst crimes being committed. I think it was worse. There's a lot of shady stuff though in Ukraine about child trafficking, and this is probably a part of it. Maybe this is something separate, or maybe this is a cover for other child trafficking stuff. Yeah, Ukraine's a pretty corrupt country. I've heard. I think it's one of the most in the world. Definitely the worst in Europe. I'm getting that right. If not, I do apologize to the Ukrainian people. I sound like a robot. With these arrest warrants, ICC has made Putin a wanted man and taken its first step to end the impunity that emboldened perpetrators in Russia's war against Ukraine for far too long. The warrants send a clear message that giving orders to commit or tolerating serious crimes against civilians may lead to a prison cell in The Hague. The court's warrants are a wake-up call to others committing abuses or covering up in their day, maybe becoming regardless of their rank or position. And that's the end of the article. So there you go. They want to arrest Putin now for crimes. It's taken a year for them to think of this. They had no other reason before this. Oh, it's just a picture here of Russia and Ukraine. Looks like something out of World War One. It's quite sad, really. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and please check out the next video that I post and the ones previous. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and yeah, thank you very much. Cheers.